Okay. All right. So this meeting is being recorded now. So yeah, good evening once again. I welcome each and every one of you to this meeting, and thanks for that short break. I have to figure out how we can actually record this meeting because of others. Because everything we'll be discussing tonight, I don't want us to go back to it in our next meeting because we don't have much time anymore. So it is very important for us to record it because of others. And today being Monday, most people maybe they are just coming back from work, so we have to consider them, right? So I want to first of all congratulate each and every one of you for showing interest, for being among the people that will be traveling with us next year. This is going to be an amazing experience, all right? And traveling should be number one goal for all human beings on earth. It is very important for everybody to have it at the back of their mind that I want to leave this country, I want to travel out of this Nigeria. Okay, traveling is not supposed to be something that we should see as um, it is meant for some kind of people. So because aeroplane, aeroplane, as you are seeing aeroplane, it is meant for human being. It is not meant for angels. God has already created, should I call it wings or something that makes angels to fly. So aeroplane is meant for we human being. So and each and every one of us has to be inside the aeroplane one day. So it is very important for everybody to have that experience, no matter your background, no matter where you are coming from, no matter your gender, you have to travel, all right, before you leave this earth. So tonight I want to quickly share my screen with you so that I can show you why it is very important for everybody to have it at the back of their mind that they have to travel. Very, very important. So I want to know, can you see my screen right now? Can
Yes,
you
we can see.
can you see my screen? Can you see my slide? My slide. Okay, good. So why traveling is important for your growth? Why traveling is very, very important. Traveling is the more, like I said, each and every one of us must have it at the back of our mind that one day I have to leave this country. I have to go to another country to experience what is going on there. All right. So Nigeria is a country that, in fact, most of us we have not even been to most places in Nigeria. Someone is trying to join. Some of us have not even been to. If I start to ask you guys that, how many countries have you been to now? How many states in Nigeria have you been to? You start hearing 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you have not even been to more than 4 or 5 states in Nigeria, and because of that, you think traveling out of Nigeria is not possible. No. So it is very important for you to know that traveling is one of the most important things you must pass through before you leave this earth. All right? Because you must know what is going on in another country. If though you might be hearing it in the news, but you have to go there to see what is exactly going on there. All right? So it's very, very important for you to know. That is why I have to share this with each and every one of you so that you can know that traveling is one of the most important things on earth that every human being must pass through. So you can actually turn your phone to landscape like this because I'm sharing my slide with you. So turn your phone to landscape so that you can see my screen very well. Just turn your phone to landscape the way you are seeing it right now. So turn it so that you can see the full screen. All right. Now, number one, number one reason why traveling is the most important, is one of the most important thing for you, is that traveling is easier than you think. Most people normally think traveling, when it comes to traveling, it is very, very difficult to travel. And that's one of the reasons why most people limit themselves, that let me cuckoo give up, let me cuckoo stay here. What am I going there to do? So most people normally think traveling is very difficult. Leaving this country it is not difficult. It's because you have not made attempts to travel. You have not even have it in your subconscious mind. That is why you think it is difficult or it is hard. And that is the reason why most people doesn't have passports. All right. So I believe that traveling around the world should not be hard. It is actually something everyone should be able to do at least once in their life, in their lifetime. So what I'm trying to say here is that you must leave your country at worst once before you leave this earth, whether you are rich or poor. That is why most people think it is very difficult, because of your pockets, because of what you are earning right now. You think traveling is something that is very difficult. You might be earning a little right now, but that doesn't mean you should think it is not possible for you to travel. All right. So whether you choose to spend a few years in any country you wish to go, or just a couple of months traveling this beautiful continent, it is important to see what is out there. Like I said, it is important for you to go there and see what is there. So it is up to you to make that dream come true and take the first step. And the first step to travel is what you guys have already done by showing interest to be among the people that will be traveling with us next year. You know, they normally say a journey of 1,000 miles starts one day. So what is going to happen in 2022 is what we are trying to build right now. What is going to happen, everything that you are going to achieve in one of the things you'll be able to achieve in 2022, that's what we are trying to build gradually right now. So traveling is easier than you think. I want you guys to know that it's very, very easy. It is because you have not even set your mind into it. That is why you think it is very hard, or it is not possible, or it is difficult to travel. So traveling is very, very easy. All right. So now number two is travel open your eyes. Traveling open your eyes. Most of us, we have stayed in one geographical location for a very long period of time. I always say this: if you are living in a particular area for a long period of time without going out or without exploring another place to see what is going on out there, your brain, your subconscious mind will only be stick to what you are seeing in your area. All right. So there's one particular story I hear. There's a story I heard. There's a story. Sorry, guys. There is a story I heard that there's one particular guy. He lives in Ilorin, and he lives in Ilorin since he was born in Ilorin. He's school at Ilorin, and he even tried to do his NYSC in Ilorin. He does almost everything in Ilorin. Yeah. So you always think that for someone like that, you always think that Ilorin is the best. Like everything he wants in life, he can actually achieve it in Ilorin, because that's what he thinks, because of where he resides, where he lives. But an opportunity came, and he traveled from Ilorin to Ibadan. So he relocated from Ilorin to Ibadan. So when he now go to Ilorin, to Ibadan rather, he now see that, wow, it seems that this place is even more popular than Ilorin, because you see that there are some things, there are some places, there are some houses that you have not even seen in his entire life. and is in Ibadan. So it was very, very wow, like wow. So it is very possible for people to build like 10-story building, because he was saying that. But he never have that mindset, never have that thought, because he's always in Ilorin. So everything about him has already programmed to what he was saying in Ilorin. I hope you guys are getting me. So when he got to Ibadan, he always think, wow, so this place is beautiful. Like, this is the most beautiful place on earth. After 3 years, he got another opportunity to travel to Lagos. All right. He's staying in Ibadan for 3 years, and after 3 years, he got an opportunity. He moved to Lagos. The first time in Lagos was like he was in London. He was like, wow, so there's another place like this. All right, there's another place like this. So he was very, very happy that, wow, so there's a place where uh beautiful cars like this can be moving on the road and all that. So he was so amazed. So shortly after that, he got an opportunity to travel to Dubai. That's when he now knows that, and there's nobody that will step in Dubai. In fact, I heard there's one particular time that we want to travel. I actually don't follow them that time. I actually didn't go by good next the next. I think that was 2018, but I traveled. My first traveling experience was 2019. So I didn't travel with them, but I followed them to airport that day. So when some of them that are traveling, they are my families, they are my family members. So one of them was just snapping picture in Nigeria airport, Muritala Mohammed airport. He was snapping picture, doing all these things. That's wow, because that was his first time in airport, stepping into the airport. So he was so amazed that, so this is traveling, this is airport and all that. And those that are like my elder brother, he has been traveling, and he told him that if you go to Dubai airport, you will delete all these pictures that you are snapping in Nigeria airport. He didn't believe. He didn't believe at all. But when they got to Dubai airport, you see different things. Like, it's like heaven on earth. You understand what I'm saying? So he delete all the pictures he snapped in Nigeria airport. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is that where you live, if you stay for a very long period of time, if you stay for a very long time in one particular area, your mind will be stick to what you are seeing. So traveling will make you open your eyes to see different things. All right. So that's what I have for you in this number 2. Then number 3, traveling help you learn who you are. Some of you might not discover everything you can do, but traveling will help you know who you really are. So traveling will help you discover who you are in a way that is only possible on the road. There are some things that you can only know it only on the road. And some of you who have, maybe you have traveled from Lagos to Jos, or you have traveled from Lagos to East or North, you will understand what I'm trying to say here. Some people, they cannot hold, maybe if they want to pee. Some people normally think that maybe because they are working in the office, that they can hold, if they want to urinate, they can hold it for a very long period of time. But if you travel, you will know whether you can hold it or not. So there are some things you discover only on the road. There are some experience you will discover on the road when you are traveling, whether you are on the road or you are inside plane. It is on the road you will discover some of that potential that you have, only on the road. All right. So traveling will help you actualize that. So then number 4, travel creates meaningful relationship. Very, very important. People you meet while on the road become some of the most valued names on your contact list. They become places on the map to visit later on. I hope you guys understand what I mean by they become a map to visit later on, because everybody have something to offer, everybody have values to offer. So there are some people you will meet on the road or when you travel that the opportunity, you might later need one opportunity or help, and that kind of people will be the one to help you out. So, but if you don't travel, how are you going to meet such kind of people? Most of you are praying for blessing, you are praying for an opportunity, but you only leave, you only go from home to office, from your office to, or maybe your work, and from there home. You don't even travel, you don't even mingle with people, you don't have any relationship with anybody. You are a kind of person that there's something they call what was it called? If I remember that word, I will explain it later on. So you don't mingle with people, you don't build a relationship with people, you hardly make friends. There's no how people can help you. There's no how, because you have to build a relationship with people, and from there they will know what you really want, and if they can help, they will render their help. But if you're a type of person that you go to work every day, you come back home, you don't mingle with new friends, see guys, you must be able to build relationship with at least two people, new people, every week. Build a relationship, meet new people every week, because everybody have something to offer. All right. So these people that you are going to meet, they will be the one to actually change your perspective, because there will be a time that something that they might need it also. And by doing that, let me tell you guys one particular story. There was a guy I met at the airport one time like that. So I don't know that the guy is not in Nigeria, because he's a black. So I didn't know. So luckily for me, that time we are traveling to Ethiopia. So luckily for me, we later I think he sat behind me. Yeah, he sat behind me while we are traveling. So the person that sat beside me, the guy sat behind me, but the person that sat behind me, when he see that we have this rapport, because we started conversation. I was even the first person to talk to him at the airport. So we started a relationship like that, and we exchanged contact, because I even thought he was traveling to maybe Kenya or something. So I didn't know he was traveling to Ethiopia. So luckily, it was when we got inside plane, I know that this guy is actually traveling to my destination. So after 1 year later, we normally chat on WhatsApp. So 1 year later, and he reached out to me, and some of the things I told him while we are traveling that I can do. So because the guy is a software developer, so, and he worked for a lot of brands. So one of my skills that I told him, so when the opportunity came, he reached out to me, he called me, and he said, can I do so? I said, I can do it. And he links me up. All right, he linked me up with that company, and from there they are able to give me the job, and we deliver. So, and that particular job, that particular project fetched me a lot of money. Yes. So if I didn't have that relationship with that guy, there's no how I'm going to get such opportunity. And I've been working with that company also. We have done more than 3 projects, 4 projects after that first one. So it was because I met that guy, and I was able to build a relationship with him. All right. So if I didn't travel, there's no how I'm going to miss something. Right. It's a very huge project, and I make some money from that, and it was because of that guy. So traveling will help you meet a lot of people that can change your life, that will change everything about you. So traveling have a lot of things, and one of them is building a relationship with a total stranger, people you don't know before. You'll be able to connect with them, and they will be able to render any help to you. People are amazing. It's because you don't meet the right people. There are a lot of people. Anything you are looking for in this life, someone have it. All right. That job that you are looking for, someone have. connection with a good job, with the right job. All right. So it's because you are not meeting the right people. So traveling will give you that experience, right? So I hope you guys are still with me. Moving on to number 5 now. Are you still with me? Can you still hear me?
Yes, we are with you, sir.
All right, good.
Yes, we
So
can hear you.
thank you.
Yes, we are
Now,
with you, sir.
number 5 is
Yes, we can
traveling
hear
will
you.
develop the skill you didn't know you had. Traveling will develop the skill you didn't know you had. There are some things that I never thought I can do until I started traveling. I never even imagined that I can do some of those things until I started traveling. So sometimes it's only far from home that you realize you have got skill you have never used. It is travel that brings them to the surface and make you realize your full potential. All right. So there are a lot of things you are going to discover about yourself when you travel. All right. There are a lot of things, many of it. There's no way I'm going to be saying it from my experience that you guys will understand it better until you experience it by yourself. So there are some skills that you yourself you don't know you have unless you go on that journey. Until you go on that journey, that's when you now realize that wow, so I can actually do this. All right, I can actually do this. You will now be surprised that wow, so I can very crazy. So if you experience it, you will know that you understand what I'm trying to say. All right. So number 6, travel will help you learn new languages. Yes, traveling will help you learn new languages. There are some language that there are some places you will find yourself that you need to speak their language. Yes, you need to speak their language, and it's always happen in a country like China. Yes, in China, if you are a black, and you can speak little Chinese, you will just see that lot of Chinese they will love you, like they will genuine love, like a black person is speaking Chinese, or they say something to you, maybe they say good morning to you in Chinese and you reply them back, they can give you anything. All right, I don't know about other places, but Chinese, if you can hear Chinese and they throw something to you, you can reply them, they are ready to give you anything. So learning another language aside from the one you are used to is very, very important. You must be able to speak, even if you are not fluent, you should be able to know some other languages, like good morning in Chinese, good morning in French, all these things. And it will be very, very easy for you to actually know all these language when you travel. All right, because you'll be meeting them, and anything they say you'll be able to reply. All right, so that is going to give you an edge. It will give you an edge to meet people and to have a conversation with them. All right, so that's the experience that traveling is going to give you. All right. Another one I want to share with you guys before I stop tonight is traveling will give you perspective. Right, traveling is going to give you, it's going to change your perspective, maybe how you see things, how you see other people's culture. So meeting people from other culture will teach you the way you have been looking at the world is not the way everybody does. In fact, your point of view might have some major blind spots. Maybe you have been thinking that in China or in other part of the world, they always eat lizard. Like in China, most people normally think Chinese they eat lizard. Actually, what they are eating is not actually lizard. Until when you travel, you know that it is not a real lizard. The one that you are seeing on your wall here in Nigeria, that's not what they are eating. So what they are eating, it looks like it, like that. It looks like lizard, but it is not a lizard. So all this kind of mentality that you have will change when you travel. Okay, so there are a lot of things that is going to change. There are a lot of things, the way you see things will change. So But if you don't travel, you cannot have that kind of experience. So number 8 is traveling will help you move forward in life. All right. You might be sticking to one places, but when you travel, we see how to do things better. And traveling will challenge you. Travel will challenge you. Will challenge you to do something, because there are some things that you might be thinking that it is not possible for you to do. But by traveling, by having that exposure, you'll be able to be challenged. You'll be challenged. You challenge yourself. Yes. All these things might not look real to you right now, because if you travel, you will understand what I'm saying better. All right. Now, number 10 is travel will give you cool stories to tell. You see, I shared a story about a guy that I met at the airport, and we eventually traveled together in the same plane. So there are a lot of stories I can say, because I have had that experience. So there are a lot of things you'll be able to say. There are a lot of Most of you have a story to tell, but until you have that traveling experience, that's when you will know how to position that story better. That will make people to understand it, right? So traveling will give you that cool story to tell. Then 11 is traveling will prove that dream do comes true. I hope everybody can still hear me.
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
All right, good. Traveling will prove that dream do come true. Let me tell you guys one
Yes,
thing.
we can hear you, sir.
In my family, no one has ever traveled before. My elder brother, we happen to be 4 in our family. My mom gave birth to 4 children. I'm the third. I'm the third. So our second born happened to be the first person to travel, the first person to travel in my family. So when it took a yoke, maybe maybe they have heard before. I don't know. Maybe all this spiritual of a thing that maybe your son will never go far in life. And immediately my brother traveled like this, door started open for the rest of us, right? Between that year, I was able to travel to 2 countries. My junior brother, which happened to be our last born, he traveled to, he's a footballer. My junior brother is a footballer, and he is currently in Spain, all right, so to Europe, right? So it is just like, it's going to be like a yoke, like you're able to break that yoke, all right? So traveling will make you feel that yes, a dream, because in my family it's like this is what we want and we are able to achieve it, like it's our dream to actually do this, and we are able to accomplish that dream. Immediately my brother travel, all of us we see that since my brother can travel, all of us can travel. And almost all of us in my family, almost all of us have left this country. So that is going to happen to you if no one has ever traveled in your family before. You should always be the first person to travel. So challenge yourself that this traveling that we are planning, you are going with us. Very, very important. You must go with us. So number 12, which happens to be the last one I will be talking about tonight, is travel give you a sense of accomplishment. When you travel, when you have that traveling experience and you come back to Nigeria, you feel like you have achieved something great. Yes, it's like a dream comes true. Like it's a huge honor, like you have traveled. Is a very, very is a great accomplishment for anybody that travel. All right, so I want you guys to combine everything I said to you tonight, everything I discussed with you tonight, and start seeing yourself in that your dream country. All right, start seeing yourself, start visualizing yourself in that country that you always hope, or you always willing, or you always dream of traveling to. Put yourself in that image. All right, just close your eyes, start visualizing how you take a bus from your home to airports, people you meet at the airport, when you are inside plane. Start visualizing, because if you can visualize it, it will come to reality. All right, so this is very important for me to share with you before we even start planning anything. It is very important for me to share all this with you guys. That is why I have to create my time, to do this with you so that everybody can see the reason why it is very important for them to do what, to travel out of this country. It is not compulsorily to be to be outside African country. You can start from we can start from this Africa country. There are a lot of cool places in Africa that we can travel to. Once we get to that, we discuss the country to travel to. All right. So I just want to quickly share with you that traveling is very important to your growth in life. So I hope you guys got some knowledge and insight from what I share with you tonight. I want to know, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. We got a lot of
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. We got a lot
Thank
of
you
Yes,
very
sir.
much for that feedback. So what we want to do now is okay. So what we want to do now is uh I want to know how many people. I think I wrote something in the group. I wrote something in the group that how many people have passports, and I realized that the people that doesn't have passport, there are many than people that have passports. And if you want to travel, you need passport. It is very important, but that is not going to be an issue because we will first of all sort it out. So I want you guys to start saving for passport. If you don't have passport, start saving for it. I've made some inquiry because my passport expired last month, and I was able to do it this month. Yes. So I have somewhere in Nigeria. I said in Nigeria. I have somewhere here in Ogun State where you can actually, if you want to do your passport in Lagos, it's very stressful. My first passport, I did it in Ikoyi. And that was, I think, 2016 or so. So I did it in Ikoyi, and I got it immediately that day. On that day, I got it that day, but it was not like that again. My passport, I did it, I think, 32,000 or so, and it was 52 pages. It was 52 pages, not normal 35 that's the issue right now. It was 52 pages. All right, and I did it 32,000 naira. And I think that was 2016. You know, Nigerians, things have changed. All right, so I make an inquiry, and the person said he's going to collect 40,000 naira. All right, and you'll be able to get it in 1 month. In 1 month's time, you'll be able to get it. So once the time comes, so start saving for it. January, to do your passport. Before thinking of traveling, you have to have passport. All right. So after passport, that's now when visa and all these things will come to place. All right. So having a passport should be something you should plan towards. Okay. So another thing is we are going to choose a country to travel to. I actually have lot of countries that we can travel to. I think here I have, because I don't want the cost, because all fingers are not equal. The way I'm making my money is different from how other people are making their money. There are some people who earn more than me, and there are some people who earn lower than me. But if we are planning this thing, we have to work towards the budget that will suit almost everybody. All right. So I think the country we'll be choosing, we will not choose a country outside Nigeria, outside African country, because so that the price will be affordable. All right. So maybe in our next meeting, we will deliberate the country we will be traveling to. I will list all the country. That's where we will start with. Our next meeting we choose the country to travel to. Then we choose the committee. We need committee for this for what you are trying to achieve. We need a committee. We need chairman, we need chairman, we need vice, we shall choose people, shall maybe like 4 or 5 people that will be in charge of this. All right, so that they will be the one to research, to reach out to the people that will help us process the visa, how much the total package is going to cost, how much is everything. Okay, so they will be in charge of that, and they will give us feedback. We always come back to Google Meet like this, and they will give us feedback and what is going to cost us. You know, I'm not going to be the one to do all these things. All right, so we choose people, and another thing is we will start saving towards it, right? We will start saving towards the traveling. Then on that day, we are going to choose the month that we'll be traveling. All right. So let's say we choose June, for example, June or July. So we plan on how much we'll be saving every month. All right. So the committee, they will first of all do what they will reach out to people that will help us process it and all that, and they will tell us the total package. We will now divide it to maybe 6 months or 3 months, so that we know how much we'll be saving every month for the traveling. All right. So about what we'll be doing there, we also have a discussion when we travel, what we'll be doing, the places we will go to and all that. So, but guys, it's going to be fun, and we all enjoy it. We all enjoy this. We all enjoy it, believe me. So another thing we'll be doing that day in our next meeting, yes, I've already talked about choosing a committee, the country to choose, then savings, how to save towards it, and the passports. We also emphasize on passports in our next meeting, so that everybody can get the message and they can start preparing to get their passports, which is very important. So I think this is where we will stop tonight. I don't know if any one of you have something to